data, who owns data? FP&A or RevOps?
Yeah, it's a great question. There's the technical side of the data and there's the data. I'll give my view here. I had a really interesting conversation with Casey Wu. He's been a COO, CFO multiple times, Silicon Valley, lots of startups. And he said, if you want to know if you have a modern CFO, see who owns data. And I had a job where I came into a company, we got a new CFO. The first thing he did was pull data under the CFO. Not saying it has to be there, but they have to be involved. And often I think one of the benefits, especially from metrics and defining metrics, is if you have finance doing that, you have it consistent across the board. If each department's kind of defining their own metrics, what I find is there's usually a skew toward what makes them look good. Because you can define CAC a lot of different ways depending on what you include, or retention, how exactly you define it. There's all kinds of debates about that. So I like to see data under the CFO. Do I think it's the only way? No. Again, it's one of those most important. Are you having the right conversation? Are you on the right page as a leadership team? And is finance making sure they're involved and that data is being looked at consistently and the definitions are there? To me, that's more important than, yes, it has to sit under finance. It's mine.
Tony?
I think, I don't think I have a strong opinion on this. So usually what I see is that data starts in product. Usually that's why I see it, and then it grows and grows. Usually the revenue side of the business becomes kind of a customer of BI and data, which usually then ends up leading to service level issues. RevOps, by the way, is solving some of that if some of you here are interested. I think it should fall under the CFO if there's just an issue with some of the things that Paul pointed out, and there's a strong strategic hand needed to fix it. It's and especially if that person is the best to do it. So I think it could also, in the world of a COO, it could also kind of hang under that person, et cetera, right? So I think just data also in this day and age is kind of like a weird question. Who should own that? Well, it's isn't everywhere by now, and it's almost like who owns the Looker license? It's like, okay, yeah, finance owns, G&A owns the Looker license, and therefore they own data. So it's like let me just say it the other way around, Joyce. I haven't thought about it like that, who should be owning data. But generally speaking, everyone who wants to attach modern to their C-level title should probably have a big interest in data.